Today's video is about a full-size Pro case for Precision Aerial Filmworks. Once again, we thank them for choosing us for their charge case solution. We're going to go ahead and follow the procedure of how we build a case. Chris does the preliminary drawings and will send you a file so you can look at it and approve it. Once you get the file and it's approved, we go ahead and cut the deck. But on the Precision Aerial case, they had actually sent us the old case, so we went ahead and had to disassemble it. Now, Jacob, being Jacob, he wanted to be a part of it, so we let him pull all the screws out. And even Jacob would tell you, always wear safety glasses. So after getting all the screws out of the old deck, we went ahead and stripped it down to just the power supply in the case. Then we went ahead and proceeded to cut the new deck. Once we got it done, then we went ahead and prepped it with the vinyl and the logo. After we got to this point, Precision Aerial asked us about doing storage. So wanting to build a perfect case, Chris went ahead and redesigned the case with storage in it. Now, we had to make sure that the machine would pass all the framework and the risers for the charger. So we had to do a lot of calculation. So once again, we send a drawing to Precision Aerial Filmworks. It got approved, and then Chris jigged it up in the machine and went ahead and cut. Now you can see the risers for the charger in the background, and we got to make sure when the machine comes across the cut that it doesn't hit those, because then the deck will move and it's pretty much destroyed. So Chris got everything cut, and then we just popped the logo out, which is now going to be the new door. So you got to remember, we have to leave enough framework around the logo to get the hinge and the latch in. So now the balance boards are going to be put in with heavy duty screws to where they can replace them on site if there's ever a failure. And you can see how those are mounted. We'll go ahead and flip the deck up so you can see how they're all flush mount. We went back with Dean's, and that makes quick, easy connections. And as you can see, the old charger mounted on just a standard plate, and then Chris has his new redesigned heavy duty plate for the Pro cases. Has a little bit more area for cooling. And then it sits up on top, and we can check the length of all the wires and make sure everything's going to be in the right socket. Then we'll go ahead and place the charger in the cradle, get everything plugged in, shoe glue all the balance connectors so nothing comes unplugged. Then we'll flip the deck up and check for fit and finish. Once again, everything looks good. Now we'll go ahead and start making our connections. We'll mount the step-down converter on top of the plate. Power supply is already mounted from the original case. Now we just have to connect the upper deck to the power supply. And if you notice the red double-sided sticky tape with the primer, these cases get shipped all around the world. We want to be able to take any type of vibration or impact. Now let's go ahead and do our pre-testing, make sure everything comes on, and then we can do all our final hardware. So as you can see, charger's good, fans are good, door opens and closes with the easy touch. Dean's parallel boards, they actually put mooch plugs in them to where they can take power off the power supply or put into it. USB charger, everything's looking good. Thanks Precision Aerial Filmworks, we appreciate building another case for you. Look at the storage. I know they're really going to be happy with the volume of storage that's inside this case. They'll be able to put a lot of stuff in here for shipping this thing around the world.